today.
Big beefy meat ears.
Crazy, I swear I ain't telling no lie. 18 karat gold necklace, but it's an investment. I promise the price is gonna rise.
This got bears nice and horny.
A little bit of this, a little bit of this.
Stupid is as stupid does.
I love you till you hate me.
Is it just me or is it getting hot in here? I keep it in your pants. Rippy, 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 rippy. Blood in the streets, they call it murder. Nature boy. What in the rich people shit is this? Oh!
And I'm back in 7
I got my cheeks clapped by the NASDAQ. Ching! I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Oh, I love this fucking guy! I feel like we'd be great fucking friends! Oh! I wanna be rich too, Patrick! Morning and welcome to Risk Life News Live. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here, Risk Life News is the show that brings you the fast-paced, high-stake world of the financial markets in a not so serious way. We're the proud creators of the critically acclaimed series by the International Trading Bureau of bullshit I just made up, Tradefluencer News. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, we are the only place in the entire universe that you can get Tradefluencer news, period. This show also covers the personal trading journey of one extremely handsome, extremely intelligent, extremely charismatic, extremely degenerate TV news anchor. That's right, you guessed it, yours truly. My name is Tyler Davis, and I will be your host. And today we kick things off with our morning roast. You can't start a trading day without a fresh, hot, roasted cup of coffee. So we send it out to you, Tyler, for this morning's morning roast. I love me a good morning roast. You know, I like my coffee like I like my humor. Dark. All right, let's get into it. Who do we got for today's morning roast? First up, we got Danny Day Trades. What in the turtleneck wearing type of shit is this, my dude? I didn't even know they still made Do they still make? I don't even think they make turtlenecks anymore. Where did you get this thing? Is this like a vintage turtleneck from Goodwill or some shit? Damn. Looking like a young Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson out here. I mean, look at this. That's exactly like The Rock. You guys are twinning. You're twinning with The Rock, the young Rock. Oh, man. Was it Halloween? Was it? Come on. If you were wearing this shit out in public, you better have been trick-or-treating, my boy. Damn. Oh, Danny's Halloween costume from 2024. Ooh, and the big ass gold chain to boot. You know, back when my Tio was working for the cartel, smuggling stuff across the border up his poop chute, he went and spent his first paycheck on a corny ass chain just like that. Looking like my Tio out here, my dude. Alright, let's see what else we got here. What kind of dumbass pants are these? What are these things? Amiri? These Amiri pants are looking like they're 2007 Ed Hardy fit. Looking like Mike the Situation from the Jersey Shore. Look at these things. Oh, they're terrible. Oh, Danny, where are these things? Honestly, this reminds me of the Steve Buscemi meme. How do you do, my fellow children? With these corny ass pants, bro. You need a stylist. These things scream, hey, I think I'm cool and I want you to know I'm rich. And they ain't doing either. Oh my goodness, you got these things on in every damn picture on Instagram. I mean, you know what, I get that. If I spent $1,500 on some dumbass jeans, I'd probably wear them every day too. Hey, let this be your lesson, folks. Just because something is expensive does not make it cool. Alright, you got that? Alright, good.
See, the thing you guys gotta understand, if you're going to want to win big,
Blah, 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 blah. I can't hear a word you are saying. All I can think about is where did his ears go? That hat is too big for you. Why are you wearing a hat that is too big for you? Your ears disappeared. They're missing. Oh my goodness. This hat is almost as bad as Jay Dunn's dumbass Lamborghini hat that he wears every day now. Word on the street is he sleeps in this stupid ass thing. Oh my goodness. Can he at least help you out on the fit check a little bit? Let's take a look.
First up, we got the Amiri shirt. I don't buy designer clothes anymore, but we still wear them because we got them.
Of course.
Next up, we got the Dior loafers and the custom black pants. I don't know the brand, but they were custom.
Oh, custom fitted my ass. There were some Lululemons. I know some Lululemons when I see them, Jay Dunn. Can't fool me.
And she's letting the dogs out with the custom slippers and the beautiful dress.
Safe to say,
Hot
we're in the cut.
damn. You both need a stylist. Oh my god. Listen, the lesson today, folks, is that money cannot buy cool. Woo-wee. Hey, I mean, you know what? This actually clears things up a bit, you know? This now makes a whole lot of sense how you guys were both run out of your own prop firm by a dude wearing fucking flip-flops. In the fucking flip-flops. Good morning. What's up, everybody? We're here at the live trade desk. Risk Life News Live. Hope you enjoyed the intro. We had the rate cut decision yesterday. Quarter basis point. Nice little gap up overnight. Anybody catch any overnight longs? I caught a little something something. What's up, Snipe? How you been, dog? Ooh. What's everybody watching today? Let's see. Any individual names looking good? Caught some sleep. I like it. I like it. I was up late working on putting together this this new version of this show. We got a couple more segments, pre-recorded segments that are coming up. We got some Tradefluencer news. We got some market news. All-time highs for the NASDAQ here. What do you think? Do we stay strong today? I got a level at 24,588.25. So I'll be watching to see if we can get a pull back into that level. We held it very nicely during the overnight session. Zoom in on this a little bit here. You can see the NASDAQ level. Nice bounce right off the level. I actually caught a long on this first little pullback up into here. On the futures account, not opposed to some individual names either. I like Coinbase over 325.96. Oracle is also a name that's going to be on watch for me these next few weeks, but kind of flat during the overnight session. Looks like it's going to open right where it closed. Nvidia looking like it's got some strength. See the gap up on Coinbase here. A gap over 325.96. I'd like to see us open above that and pull back into 325.96. We could target some longs on Coinbase. Let's see what the next target. This would be Wednesday. Probably Tuesday's high. 335 would be like a dream world. No, 332. 332 would be the upper target on Coinbase. So from 325 to 332. That'd be a nice move. So what do you guys think? Bullish or bearish with the quarter basis point rate cut? The market's been kind of straight up here. Does it have some juice to keep going? We really are in the era of the AI market. Yeah, don't do anything dumb is always the motto. It's you know, it's kind of what we always want to do. But I can't say that we successfully pull that off. I gotta get a little bit more organized on my my stream setup. I need like one more monitor. So nice move. We're kind of fading the move here. We'll see though. I think we could just take off at open, but I'm gonna remain patient. I don't really want to do anything on NASDAQ unless we get a little bit of a pullback. Honestly, a pullback on to 24,530.75 on the NASDAQ. And then make a decision from there. Fill the gap. See if we can then rally back up above previous day's high. We'll see here. We'll wait for market open, see how things play out before we send it over to our market news segment. Joe, what's up, baby? What up, Joe? How's it going? How you been, bro? How you been? You been trading a whole lot? You been busy? You been busy this year? How's work been? Daily chart on NQ. Strong as a bull, baby. Losing, but yes, I feel you, man. I had some of my best trading streaks uh of my trading career. Like I had earlier this year, I did really well in options, and then I did like $11,000 in payouts from top one futures, but then things have been I've been in a rut recently, to be honest with you. All right, so market is now open. Marking up the opening print here. It's always a little line in the sand for me. Let's see what she gives us. Coinbase with the initial spike above its little pre-market above its pre-market high, and then a harsh failure so far on Coinbase. Didn't open above the level, got the big spike above pre-market high. Looked like we were failing, but now staying strong. Coinbase is definitely still on watch. If we can hold above this level, ideally we get like a little bit of a 2-minute pull back into the level, that we can get a 2-minute 2-minute high or low, or lower high. Yeah, I think lower high was the word I was looking for. I got too much going on. Streaming definitely makes trading harder, especially when your setup's a little chaotic here. I need one more monitor. NASDAQ still battling with the opening print here. If we were to trade coin, honestly, I'd probably trade the 330 strike. J Dot, what's up, baby? Coinbase 330s look interesting. How you been, J Dot? I miss you, man. You been enjoying the Jersey Shore? Oracle's testing its lower level down at 298.4. I was watching. NASDAQ looking like a solid hold above the OP here. Watching Coinbase for longs, but staying patient. We're back under the level on coin, still battling right at the level. 2-minute potential high or low would get me interested on coin. Supposed to film a podcast today. I was supposed to be interviewed, my man Randy. But I did find out last minute I got some family coming into town, so I'm trying to sort that out too. I got too much going on. I got to focus. Alright, coin remaining strong. Man, I don't know. She may just run away on us. She gets all the way. Yeah, I don't know. She's already pretty damn strong. I'd like to see like a little 2-minute pullback like now. That gives us the potential high or low. Oh yeah, the Steel City's a beauty this time of year. We're like 79 to 81 full sun the next 10 days. Sheesh. Gorgeous out here, darling. It's gorgeous. NASDAQ holding the OP, ES holding the OP. Oracle, name we talk about in this this week's market news segment that'll be coming up here in a few minutes. Selling off pretty hard here. Some relative weakness from Oracle. Oracle's had some news. Oracle had like a 50% pump a few days ago. Selling hard here though. Yeah, look at this daily chart on Oracle. Look at that massive gap. Crazy. But it's faded it pretty hard. But yeah, we'll dive into Oracle a little bit. It's still gonna be a name on watch for me, I'd say, over the next probably several weeks. The coin daily above yesterday's high looks like we're triggering a potential daily buy setup here. See a little pullback from yesterday's high and give us our entry. Looks like she may want to hold that high. I typically enter my options off of my phone. I don't know why. I always like the option chain a little bit more on the mobile. All right. Spreads on coin aren't great, but that's not abnormal for coin. I was originally looking at the 330 calls. They might be a little rich for my taste. They're at like 445 right now. I might have to take a look at the 335s. They're at 271. We'll see here. So just watching from now, for now, I'd like to see a 2-minute trigger. We're gonna try a stab on coin. Starting to see a little bit of a pullback here across the board. Any other individual names looking good? And you guys, and is Rake live right now? Is he watching anything? Our fearless leader. Oh, that all right, NASDAQ starting to see decent pullback here. Morning game plan on NASDAQ was, in an ideal world, pullback into 24,530s. My eyes are brutal. All right, well, happy with the patience so far. Pull back down here, 24.5, 30.75 would be ideal for my personal desire to want to long the NASDAQ. All right, coin pulled back into the level. I don't know if I want to hop into coin longs as the NASDAQ and ES and are getting some bigger pullbacks here. Below the opening print. Yeah, back up above the level coin is interesting, but not as much if the NASDAQ and ES are continuing to sell off. But if we can see some relative strength, that is actually a good thing. If it's going to give us relative strength to the overall market. So that being said, I'm going to stay patient here. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Let's go. It's electric, baby. Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. Wow, I want to see this play out a little bit more. The way coin's playing out right now, I mean, I could take an entry, but I don't want to rush anything quite yet. We're just at the opening print. The VIX is pushing higher. NASDAQ and ES are seeing pullbacks. I want to watch this play out a little bit more. So what we're going to do for right now is we're going to send it out to Tyler Davis for this week's market news. Thanks, Tyler, and welcome to this week's market news. So we got a lot to talk about in this week's market news. 2025 has been some of the craziest trading action I have ever seen. To really get into it, we got to rewind it all the way back to the Great Tariff War that started in April of 2025. It started when Trump announced global sweeping tariffs to any country wanting to sell products in the US of A, I guess not even sell products, but import products into the great US of A, the land of the free, the home of the brave. And my man Xi Jinping, the leader of the Republic of China, did not like this very much. He wasn't about to roll over and pay a tariff. He said, Trumpy, you want to play hardball? I'm game. Sure, it sounded a little bit more like, and basically what happened was we had a tariff war. Tariff karate match, if you will. Trump was like, oh, why is a tariff? And Xi Jinping was like, oh, well, we'll retaliate to that tariff with a little what tariff, and then tariff, and Xi Jinping was like, Trump was like, and here we're not talking like a little 5% tariff here, a little 10% tariff here. We're talking 50%, 75%, 100%, 150%. The tariffs were getting out of control. Out of control, I tell you. Breathe, breathe. The tariffs were getting out of control, and the market did not react well. I mean, there was blood in the streets. Trump murdered the market. Things got ugly. The NASDAQ dropped over 11% in the 3 days that followed. The Dow Jones dropped over 4,000 points. There was fear. There was panic. There was hysteria. We were done for. We were cooked. It was all over. And then, out of nowhere, from the top ropes, Trump tweets out early one morning before market open. It's a great time to buy. If you were in on the know, like Trumpy was in on the know, followed it up with the announcement of a 90-day tariff pause, which sent the markets catapulting to the moon. He called the market bottom. I watched the NASDAQ pump 1,000 points in a 5-minute candle. It was unlike anything I had ever seen. The volatility was insane. It was a wild time to be a day trader. Day traders will be telling their grandchildren about this one day. I guarantee it. Now fast forward it to today. And where are we? Well, we're back at all-time highs, baby. The market's been at all-time highs for a while now, kind of consolidating. There's been a There's been a feeling of optimism brought into the markets, and there's one man who is center in the spotlight. Some know him as the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Daddy Powell. I like to call him the stop hunter, because when that man walks up to the mic, clears his throat, puts on his glasses, looks at his notes, and if you got a trade on, he's scoping you out, and just with 2 simple words, good afternoon. Your stop loss is getting hunted. Your stop can't run, it can't hide. The market's going up, it's going down, and it's finding your stop loss. The man is the stop hunter, Sir Jerome Prince a lot himself. Why is he back in the spotlight? Well, him and Trumpy, they've been beefing. Trump was calling him Mr. Too Late. He's saying you gotta cut these rates. He thought the Fed, led by Jerome, was not acting aggressively enough in their rate cut. So he was publicly bashing Powell. Powell was staying patient. He's dealing with stuff he's never dealt with before, like the tariffs we just discussed. But fast forward to this week, today, rate cuts expected. I gotta be honest, I'm filming this the day before the rate cut decision. A lot of people think we could get half a basis point. Some people think they're going to keep it cautious and just give us a 1/4 basis point. But guess what? When we flip over to the live trading desk, we'll discuss it. Now, when we start looking at some individual names, some big winners, some big losers, we had Nebius Inc. $19.4 billion deal with Microsoft on AI infrastructure. It's an AI market, and I don't know. I haven't decided yet if I'm an AI optimist or an AI pessimist. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, in the comments. What are your thoughts on all this hype? Oracle stock was another big winner this week, seeing a massive move based off of increased cloud demand from AI companies, as well as it looks like there's a deal that's going to be closing with TikTok, and Oracle is in on the deal. So a big pump from Oracle. It's since faded that move a decent bit, but still very strong this week. Google, aka Alphabet, has joined the $3 trillion club. One of 4 companies to reach a $3 trillion market cap. We got Nvidia, we got Microsoft, we got Apple, and now Google or Alphabet. And you want to hear a crazy stat? Those 4 names by themselves have made up almost half of the S&P gains this year. Seriously, those 4 names, 39%, 39.8% of the entire S&P gains this year, 44% of the NASDAQ gains. So I mean, this is either, we're gonna live in a utopia AI future society, or we are about to have the giantest, biggest, bubbliest bubble pop of all time. Speaking of AI, did you guys see this White House video with all of the tech billionaire CEOs sitting around and glazing Donnie? I mean, it was just a bunch of rich dudes sitting around a table, whipping out their giant golden dicks and flopping them on the table, seeing who had the biggest one. You had Zuck and Bezos and Gates and whoever the Google CEO is.
Oh gosh.
And I'm not even trying it because I don't know. I just don't even know. You had Sam Altman, and one noticeably missing tech billionaire CEO. Donnie's former right-hand man turned arch nemesis, also arch nemesis of Sam Altman. Funny sidebar there. Did you guys see Tucker Carlson ask Sam Altman about the whistleblower from OpenAI that got murked? I don't know. He handled that. He kind of just flipped it back and asked him questions. I thought it was a little sketch, but I digress. Elon Musk noticeably missing from the Golden Cock size party. But, have you taken a look at Tesla's share price lately, aka Turdsla's share price? The big news is Elon himself just spent $1 billion purchasing more Tesla stock, and ooh-wee, she is ripping, up over 20% in the last 5 days, and get this, up over 75% in the last 6 months. Tesla is doing like old school Tesla things where it just absolutely rips your face off. When that stock gets moving, baby, woo-wee, she gets moving and grooving. Now for a couple names that have been struggling as of late. Fox News fell over 6% in a single day after the news of Rupert Murdoch's Succession deal being finalized. If you haven't heard, Rupert Murdoch had a falling out with 3 of his 4 children, and the succession of the future of Fox News Group, it got ugly. There was a legal battle. 3 of his children became critical publicly of Fox News, so he said, you know what? I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to pay you $3.3 billion to fuck off, and I'm going to give Fox News to my eldest son with the soul-rolling power. If you've ever seen the hit series on HBO, Succession, personally, I am in the middle of season 4, so this has been a very interesting story to me. Well, the series Succession basically follows the real-life story of Rupert Murdoch and the Fox News Group. So an extremely relatable story to me as someone who's currently watching this show and someone who has also accidentally sent a dick pic to his dad.
Yeah, have you heard of dick pics, Dad?
Well, we do publish a number of popular newspapers, so yes, son. We probably invented the fucking word.
Shout out to you, Roman Roy. That has been this week's market news, and right now we're going to send you out to our live trading desk out to Tyler Davis to take a pre-market look. We're going to look at the futures indexes, where we stand. We're going to talk rate cut decisions. We're going to look at a couple individual names, see what things are looking like. We'll see you guys on the other side. Out to you, Tyler. Hey, and we're back. Live trade desk. The Risk Life News live trading desk. That was this week's market news. Some crazy stuff happening in the market. One of the news stories I forgot to put in there was a publicly traded strip club just got caught for fraud. Apparently they were paying off their auditors with lap dances. I believe the ticker is called Stack, I think it was, which is a great ticker name for a strip club. Stack. Coinbase, kind of annoying, to be honest with you. Didn't get NQ didn't quite come down to the level. Coin came below its opening print and then quickly ripped back up to previous day's high. Still on watch here, but no entries for me yet. No entries for me yet. But I think we gotta check out. Stack. I don't know if this is it. No. I think any strip club that's paying off auditors with lap dances might be worth an investment. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see if I can find the ticker symbol. Oh, never mind. It's Rick, not Stack. Stack's a better ticker for. Oh, look at that! Amid its fraud charges, she's still rip roaring, ready to go. Oh, never mind. We didn't look at the daily chart. I don't know, man. I think that might be a value buy for the long-term portfolio. What do you guys think? Should we buy some Rick? Let's see. Let's read the full story. New York Attorney General Letitia James indicted 5 executives of RCI Hospitality Holdings, which trades under the ticker RIC. Allegedly, the company bribed the New York tax auditor with free trips to strip clubs and hotels to avoid paying over $8 million in taxes. That's just going to be a slap on the wrist. The indictment... indictment? Yeah, wow, I suck at reading. The indictment has 79 charges, including conspiracy, bribery, and criminal tax fraud. All right, maybe that's not a slap on the wrist. I think I'm buying. I think I'm going to buy some Rick. You know? Sounds like a good value proposition. You know, you got to buy when there's panic. Plus, I know while Rake's living in NYC, he's a big supporter of all of Rick's establishments. NQ back over the opening print looks interesting for longs. Never came down and got the level, but coin entry right now might be ideal. I might try a little bit of both. Tried a on my futures account. I tried NQ long. Entry is at 686. Stop is at 637. So basically using this 2-minute trigger here, see if we can hold above the opening print. I'm also going to try a couple Coinbase 335 strikes at 273. Stop would be underneath the opening print. I gotta pull up the option chain chart to see what price that would be. But essentially, it's if you look at the 2-minute chart of coin and NQ, it's essentially a very similar, some very similar price action. We'll see how it plays out. Just don't want to see coin reject yesterday's high. I'd like to see it accept over yesterday's high. Target is at 332. So we're aiming about $4, aiming for about $4 on the underlying on coin. Ideally, I would have taken the 330s so they could go in the money. Not that I don't think the 335s can, but they're a little bit more expensive than I would have preferred. All right, coin, let's go. Give us a pop to new highs. All right, that looks good. Let's go, baby. I only got three contracts. Give us new highs here. Give us new highs. NASDAQ's looking good as well. It's up about a little over around 20 points. I'm sorry, 30 points. A little over 30 points. Pump it up. Pump it up. Give it to me, baby. Let's go. Nice. I traded minis on NQ, not micros. Up like $1,200 right now so far. Honestly, may just take my exit at 24,760s, but if we get above the pre-market high, who knows? Who knows where we can run? That 15-minute on NQ looks pretty nice. That's a nice, strong 15-minute close. I guess we got that almost 5 minutes ago, but she looks good. Looking good. We're looking good. Like to see coin get going a little bit more here, but NQ's looking good. Set a trim on NQ at 24,755, which is just a few points underneath the pre-market high. Pre-market highs at 62.75, so front running that by about 7 points on the trim. 15-minute looks really nice. $15-minute looking nice. 15-minute looking nice, my dude. Oh, coin, let's go, baby. Do it. That's the pop we wanted to see. Come on. Coin from 273 to 330 or 320 right now. So up about $45 a contract. Don't fail me now. Come on. If we would fail back under the previous day high on coin, I'd probably just take a manual exit. Con's hitting 330. Come on, NQ. We're just a few points away here. 10 points away. Come on, 10 points. That's all we need. Then we're sitting pretty risk-free. Give me the Ripper Magooski. 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 Go, baby. Come on. Been in this rut. I need a good day today. Get me out of this rut, baby. Get me out of this rut. I may take a full exit on NQ actually. Not even F around with the whole trim skis. Come on, baby. You know what? I'm happy. I'm fully out on NQ there. Let's go. I hit my goal on the futures account for the day. Let's go. All right, so now we're just managing coin. Out of NQ. That's nice. We're at 7 NQ. We exited at 750. Like 752. I just took the market exit. Let's go, baby. Forget my, yeah, so that's like 65-ish points. A nice quick winner. All right, coin's going, let's go. What are these cons hitting, baby? 350? I wish they were moving a little better, to be honest with you. Thing with options, you never know. I wish I should have taken the 330s. 330s have moved better because they are now in the monies. They're now in the monies. They're in the monies. Just traded less contracts and took the 330s instead of going with the 335s. But having less contracts is harder. Makes it harder to manage. Then you're like, I don't know. Can't take your trim skis. All right, 375. So we're up about a hundo per con here. Getting ready to take 2 off. If we get up to 332. Maybe hold a runner to see what she'll give us. All right, NQ just got the spike above pre-market highs. It'll be interesting to see what we do from here. Ooh, baby, let's go. Let's go. I don't know if you're still watching, but you've been trading. I know you were starting to dabble in some options. You've been trading options still? I haven't been trading a whole lot of options, but I kind of miss it. I want to kind of maybe turn my focus back to some individual names with the indices at all-time highs. 395 on the cons. Let's go. All right, I'm setting a trim at 4. All right, come on, film me. Fucking spread. There it is. There it is. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it when a plan plays out to fruition. Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby. It's all smooth sailing from here. Let's go. That's exactly what we wanted. Listen, if you were on earlier in the stream, I wanted to see, I preferred we opened above the lower level here. We didn't quite get the open above the level. We opened right below it. Quick spike up, battled the OP for a while here. Rallied into this gray dot line here's previous day's high. Oh, let's go. Keep going, coin. No chill. Rallied into previous day's high here. Saw a little bit of resistance. This was also while ES and NQ were seeing pullbacks below their opening print, so not totally surprising to see coins start to reject and pull back here. I ideally wanted to see us hold the open, which we didn't do. We got below the open. So I said, you know what? Let me stay patient. We're not gonna rush it. We're not gonna rush it. We're gonna stay patient. We sent it out to the market news department. We checked out some market news while it happened. We ripped back to previous day's high. I can't lie, that did slightly frustrate me that it didn't give me the entry that I wanted. But we stalked. We stalked in wait. Little bit more resistance to previous day's high. 2-minute pullback. What was I saying? 2-minute potential higher low. Is this low higher than this low? Well, hot damn, baby, I think it is. Potential higher low triggers when this puts in the wick, break above this previous candle's high. We take our entry right here, anticipating a break of previous day's high and a move up into the next level. And you just gotta love it when it plays out clean as Mr. Clean. Woo! You gotta flippin' love it, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta love it. Cons hit around 410. I'm gonna hold I got one runner left. I'm gonna hold it to see what she can give us, but I'm also gonna be, I'd like to see, we got this spike high up here at 335. These bad boys could get in the money. We go get that spike and I'll just exit fully. Woo! Let's go, baby. Coin daily chart. Was kind of a factor in this decision here. Daily chart's been strong. Seen a solid pullback. Been consolidating in this area for a while here. Looking like maybe it's ready to get a breakout. Maybe go fill this gap. Coin's definitely going to remain on watch in the coming weeks. For sure. I mean, if at this point, if you're still a crypto denier, I mean, come on. You're absolutely fooling yourself. We got banks, we got governments, we got BlackRock, we got everybody. We got Bitcoin ETFs, we got Ethereum ETFs. If you're not fucking bullish on crypto yet, what the fuck are you doing? Let's go. Coinbase to the freaking moon, baby! 335 incoming. Oh, look at that 15-minute close, baby. Look at that 15-minute close. Woo-wee! That's a nice, strong close. Damn, I wish I would have held all three. I got a little trim happy. Sorry, I was in a rut. We got out of the rut today. We got out of the rut today. We did a little digging. Got ourselves out of the rut. Heck yeah. I wish I would have, I don't know, some longer outdated contracts on coin might be of interest. Maybe look to enter some tomorrow. Because, yeah, take another look at that daily chart. I think we may be breaking out of this. Let's see, you know, we got this. we'll see. But I think coin's gonna make the breakout of this daily chart potentially and head up to fill this gap. And yeah, I like coin long term for sure. So yeah, it's, I mean, even a weekly chart, that's just, honestly, that's a pretty healthy looking weekly pullback after this weekly move. I will say I do have a love-hate relationship with Coinbase. I didn't make a whole personal trading news segment, but I mentioned earlier that I had an epic run earlier this year on my options account. I had an options account that had about $2,000 in it, and about $1,500 or $1,600 of those that buying power was all in one stock. It was in SoundCloud, an AI audio AI company, ticker symbol SOUN. So I only had about $500 of buying power, and I took it from the account size from two grand to 20 grand in a month, and was on just an epic heater. And like a lot of epic heaters in trading, it's feeling good. My confidence was high. I loved the coin chart. I loved the fundamentals surrounding coin. I love just the narrative on crypto as a whole. And Coinbase had earnings coming up, and I started loading up an earnings position on my options account that I had grown from 2K, which, like I said, again, I used $500 worth of buying power to grow the 2K account up to 20K. And so heading into coin earnings, not only was it into coin earnings, I think it was into a Friday. I think they announced Thursday after the bell. So the options contracts that I had been accumulating, they were weeklies. They expired the following day, but I was feeling good about it. I was like, man, I'm about to make some like life-changing money on this coin trade. And out of the 20K account size I had, 7K of it was into Coinbase earnings option contracts that expired the following day. So an extremely risky large size position for the account size. Obviously, I'm aware that having, whatever that is, 40% of your account in one position that could easily go to zero is not a smart move. But I felt good about it. I'm like, man, I'm going to make 30K on this trade. This account's going to go to like 50K. This shit's going to be fire. And so what happened? Coinbase reported earnings. Not only were they good, they were like historically record-beating earnings. Chart looked great. Earnings were fucking fantastic. And yeah, it didn't go well. Earnings are one of those things where if the company crushes earnings, like one of two things tends to happen. The stock will rip 20, 30, 40, 50%. It'll go crazy. Meta's had some crazy earnings where the stock went crazy. Nvidia's had some crazy earnings where the stock went crazy. Sometimes it happens. But as is sometimes the case, and this is what happened with the Coinbase earnings, after the earnings, it basically spiked higher, spiked lower, and just destroyed the premium on the contract. So obviously when I got into these contracts, it was pre-earnings. Volatility was high. The premium on the contracts was high. They were expensive. So if you're not super familiar with options, when you get that, spike higher, spike lower, blah, 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 and then it just basically opened flat, it just destroyed the premium on the contracts. Oh, by the way, we tagged 335. I've been over here fucking yapping. Killed the premium on the contracts. Woo! Oh baby, 580s. 585. Yep, I'm just gonna take it. 590. All right, I'm out. I'm out of my coin runner. She hit in the money, baby. Look at that. That just played out beautifully. We went up, got this previous spike high. That was the target. That's why we were targeting it right here. I may regret it because she's getting Rippy Magooski. Yeah, man, coin's definitely gonna remain on watch. I'm curious to see how what she'll end up doing today. But anyway, so back to the options account run. So learn from this, like I have. But so crazy win streak, positioned way too large into Coinbase earnings. Coin just it killed the premium overnight. I don't know if I freaking slept. I like was watching the chart all damn night, and then yeah, market opened, and I think I averaged in because I was just they opened. I was down bad. I was down real bad. I think the contracts that I had were, I can't even remember. They had gone up to like either $7 or $10 a share or contract. And they opened at like, I think 150, maybe even less. Like it was bad. Like the 7K that I had into it was like down to, I don't know, $1,000 or something. So it opened horrendously, and then I was like already on tilt. I tried averaging in, I think, and I ended up losing like 8K on that one coin trade of my 20K account, which then led to days of tilt. I think I ended up pulling out a little bit of money from the account just so it wasn't all for nothing. But yeah, I had to take a step back after that, and I transitioned into the prop firm trading again a little bit more as I kind of reset the mentals, and was able to do well. Was able to trade with top one instant funded account. Some of the rule changes there they were a new prop firm. Some of the rule changes screwed me, so wasn't able to pull out as much as I should have been able to. Like they had a maximum withdrawal amount for each account size. So like my first payout was the maximum withdrawal amount, but then by the time I got my second payout, they changed the rules, so it was like $500 less. Maybe what was it? I ended up taking out 10K. Yeah, so no, it was $1,000 less. So I should have been able to take out $4,000 per payout, which I had made $28,000 on one. It was a single 100K instant funded account from Top One Futures. I had made like $28,000. My first payout was 4K, and then after the rule change, I could take out 3K. So I took out 10K. I got moved to a live account, and it's my one other knock. I think Top One is one of the best options to get a payout. Their instant funding accounts are great. They're really affordable, but their transition to live was not ideal. You take 10% of your profits to a live account, which was fine. So they moved 10K to a live account, but any extra profits that you have, you didn't get to withdraw, which I didn't like at all. So not only did I forfeit $2,000 from when I bought the account with what the max payout amount should have been, lost $2,000 in that rule change. Then I think it was an additional $3,000 that I had to forfeit when getting moved live. So that was like 5K that didn't end up in my pocket that I made trading there. And then when they move 10K to your account, like a lot of firms will let you just, if you want, you can pull out that 10K and take it into a cash account and do whatever you want with it. I think you can no longer trade with them, but you could do that if you wanted. And with Top One, you cannot. You can only take payouts on anything over $10,000 or $10,000 balance. And I took a while to be transitioned. I think a week or 2 weeks, I think, to get transitions live. So I didn't really trade for 2 weeks. And then when I did finally get the live account, I was on vacation, did some dumb shit, got the account in a bit of a hole, was able to bring it back. I took one payout from the live account, so an additional $700 payout. And then if the account gets down, so it's a $10,000 account, if it gets down to a $1,000 balance, you lose the account. So not only had I lost the 5K, I did eventually, and I'll explain why, but I did eventually blow my live account. Unfortunately, I haven't said this publicly yet because I was super embarrassed to say this publicly, but I blew my Top Step live account. It's out there. Band-Aids off. Yeah, so, but then out of that 10K, which, so I got 10K moved to a cash account, but it doesn't even go to zero. Once it hit 1,000, I lost the account. So 5K that I made in the simulation phase that I didn't get to pull out, right? I was bummed about that. And then getting moved live, an additional $1,000. So it's like $6,000 in my opinion that I had made that, I mean, it is what it is. That's the rules. I'm not complaining. It was just, this is one of the cons, I would say, of trading prop firms. It obviously has a whole lot of pros, but these are some of the cons. And so here's what I did wrong in my live account, which was different than what I did in the simulated account. And I think this had a big reason why I ended up blowing the account. So in the simulated account, you have a lot more buying power, which is no surprise. And what I do well when I'm trading futures is when I get a good entry on a trade, I strategically add in with pretty large size as my trade is going in my favor at certain points, and I'm pretty good at being able to take one good entry on a winning trade and make a lot from that trade, and that allowed me to erase a series of losers when I needed to. So if I was having a losing streak, I would often be able to erase it in one trade just by kind of like doing the math, like, all right, how do I gotta size into this? Where can I size into this? This is a good entry, and really maximizing my wins when I had them. So that's what I did. I would say that's one of my best skills as a trader, and that's what I did really well when I took out the $10,000 from that account. And so when you had more buying power, I would take an entry with probably 5 to 10 micros, and then I would scale it, up to maybe 40 micros was probably like the most I would ever really scale into it. So I was able to scale into my trades with good size and eliminate big losers. Now, when I got into the live account, I was still kind of mentally used to trading that bigger size. And instead of sizing down and, taking entries with 2 or 4 micros and scaling up to 10, which, by the way, my buying power was I could trade 10 micros or 1 mini. So on the $10,000 account, 10 micros, 1 mini, that's pretty standard. That's what it would be if you had a trade of 8 cash account. So no big surprise there. So, but my mistake was I started trading and my original entries would be full size. Like I would enter with 10 micros, and so it didn't allow me to trade. I ended up trading a completely different style than I had been in the sim account. And that's on me, because yeah, sure, you have less buying power, but that I expected. But I still could have done the same thing I was doing. I just had to do it at a smaller scale, right? I could have done it by entering with 2 to 4 cons, and then when I had the good entries, scaling up to 10. But instead, I would enter with 10, and yeah, I just went on a losing streak, and yeah, so stupidity on my part. I was aware of it, but then you get lost in the sauce sometimes. So 2 horror stories. There you go. That's this week's personal trading news, live and in person from the live Risk Life News trade desk. And since we're flat here, I'm happy with today's profits. The moment you've all been waiting for. None of you guys are still here listening to me rant. That's fine. I don't care. We're going to send it out to Tyler Davis for this week's Tradefluencer news. Out to you, Tyler. What's up, traders, and welcome to this week's Tradefluencer news. And oh boy, do we got a lot to talk about today. So first things first, we have to let you know about a new Tradefluencer flex that just dropped. That's right. Loaning gambling influencers absurd amounts of cash in the middle. What's up, traders, and welcome to this week's Tradefluencer news. And oh boy, do we got a lot to talk about today. So first things first, we have to let you know about a new Tradefluencer flex that just dropped. That's right. Loaning gambling influencers absurd amounts of cash in the middle of their drug and alcohol-fueled benders. TJR has been doing this for a little while now with Togi. He's made a bunch of videos talking about Togi texting him in the middle of his gambling, asking him for $20 or $30 or $50 or $100,000, and TJR just always sends it because apparently Togi is the one guy that he always trusts to make it back and pay him back.
Togi texted me this morning for $20,000, so I did what any logical human being would do. I sent it to him. Togi just asked me for another $25,000 loan, so what did I do? I gave it to him. Just got another text. He needs another 30 racks. I don't know if I told you guys, but I sent him $25,000 again yesterday, racking up a total of $100,000 loaned out on the week.
But now Alex G has also joined the party after he posted this video where Steve Will Do It apparently texted him and asked for a $200,000 loan, to which apparently Alex G sent him. You know, supercars and expensive watches really are so last year. As a Tradefluencer, it's always important to come up with new ways to flex on the peasants. So you know Alex G couldn't let TJR have this flex all to himself. Funny enough, the day after Alex posted his video about Steve Will Do It asking him for a loan, TJR posted his own video saying that Steve Will Do It also asked him for a loan on the same day.
Steve Will Do It texted me this morning asking me for $50,000. Well, he said $50,000 or $100,000, so...
Question for you though, how the fuck do Steve Will Do It and Togi not have any money? They both have huge platforms where they make a bunch of content where they're giving away money, giving away expensive, lavish gifts. Steve was a part of the Nelk Boys and Happy Dad. I mean, I just don't get it. How do these guys have no money? Yet somehow every time they go on a blackout gambling bender, they need an interest-free cash loan from a Tradefluencer. Somebody make it make sense. I guess the clout TJR and Alex get from posting videos talking about how they gave these other big influencers loans serves as the interest for the loan. One thing is for certain, prop firm affiliates and trading courses has to be the greatest internet hustle of all time if these massive influencers are having to come to these guys for money. Speaking of which, code FUNDME, that's FUNDME, will always get you the best discount off of Top 1 Futures instant funded accounts. And trust me when I tell you this is the easiest, best, and fastest way to get a payout from a prop firm, I guarantee it. While we're talking about TJR, I have to bring up this airport beef he had with some random old guy. Check out the video.
He's like, take your face and your chains to the back of the line. Like, I think he was just pissed off at how hard I was stepping in the airport.
Listen. I don't care what actually happened. I'm with the old dude. Walking through the airport with them big ass chains clanking around. I mean, not even 2 Chainz himself would dare. And he's a rapper. I mean, seriously, look at this photo of 2 Chainz flying that I found and definitely didn't make with AI. Airport fashion is strictly for comfort. I'm talking sweatpants, a few edibles that got you higher than the plane itself, a handful of tequila shots so you can get ready for the world's greatest nap. That's the etiquette. 2 clocks, but I got me a few on. This photo that Owen Morton posted of wearing 2 fancy ass watches is like 2 Chainz and Flava Flav had a baby. We get it, dude. You're rich. Sit the fuck down. Anthony Tyler Williams posted an update on his fitness journey, and he captioned it, "Embarrassing post." No, listen, bro, it really was not an embarrassing post at all. If anything, it was kind of inspirational, maybe even motivational. Until you hit us with a fucking affiliate link and coupon code for some peptides. Is this what we're doing now? Are we down that bad that we got to make some money off some peptide collabs? I mean, come on now. Anthony also recently posted a photo with a caption that reads, "This is life. Everyone fell into the fancy cars and the fancy shit." Oh, the photo that went along with the caption? Just a picture of him standing in front of his fucking Lamborghini. Talk about tone deaf. Holy shit. Oh, listen. The posts are fine. Honestly, the posts are fine. But Q, can we hire this guy, somebody to write his fucking captions for goodness sake? A milli. The $1 million payout club. Congratulations to Kyle, aka Jade Cap, and Man Beer, who both received payouts of over $2 million from Apex Trader funding. Jade Cap's payout was $2,522,000 to be exact, and Man Beer's was $2,464,000 to be exact. Unbelievable, truly unbelievable work from both of you guys. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you a massive congratulations. I'm pretty sure I saw that Man Beer hasn't even been trading for an entire year yet, which if that's true, that is literally bonkers. Word on the street is he was a student of Tanner Owings, who goes by the Strong Trader on socials. So Tanner, when more students come flocking to your coaching program after watching this episode, you better throw me a fucking kickback for this free promo. I mean, you really got to be happy for Man Beer because, not to be judgmental, but looking at his profile picture, you just know his parents were disappointed in him if he was literally anything but a doctor. So good for you, Man Beer. Hopefully this payout will help your parents get over their disappointment. Speaking of disappointed parents, Rake Trades and his marijuana habit have taken him to high places. And this summer was the summer of the Rake Trades Trader Meetup World Tour. Rake hosted in-person trader meetup events in Hawaii, Maine, California, all the way in London, New York City. The man was everywhere. He said that he personally shook over 700 traders' hands. And damn, that means he shook at least 675 introverted porn addicts' hands. Sheesh! You got a feel for that right hand. And to Rake's right-hand man, Sir Connor Callan. Your boy over here is actively looking for official sponsors of the Risk Life News live show. So next time you talk to the stock daddies, let them know that this daddy over here could use a sponsorship. I mean, seriously, I really don't want to get a real job and things are getting a little tight. That's for anybody watching this show. Please sponsor me. And last but not least, we got to talk about Patrick Whelan single-handedly running Jay Dunn and Danny Day trades out of their own prop firm, FFF, over a Twitter/X beef. Honestly, there's too many details to get into on just one episode. But basically, Danny thought he could get some clout by chirping PW on X, who happens to be the greatest trade chirper on the planet, and Danny quickly regretted it. But instead of going into all the details, we were just going to play this montage video of our favorite PW tweets. One thing I can't believe that PW never talked about was how hard Jay Dunn's nipples are, because Jay Dunn's nipples are the world's hardest nipples, and that has to be a fact. But anywho, roll the tape!
And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
There you have it, folks. This week's Tradefluencer news. I hope you enjoyed. It was a fun episode to make. I haven't made one of these in a minute. It takes me freaking forever coming up with shit to say, figuring out what's been going on in the industry, filming it, not liking how I did certain things, redoing it, changing it, adjusting it, finding all the screenshots and screen recordings and bullshit to add into the video. It's a tedious ass process. I would love to get to a point where these can be reoccurring and I can hire a team of 1 or 2 people to help me edit and put them together. But hey, we'll see. We will see what the future shall hold. But if anybody paid attention to the, I am personally bitter about this because when J Dunn and Danny launched FFF, I've never talked about this publicly either, but when J Dunn and Danny launched FFF, they reached out to me pretty early on and wanted to hire me to host the FFF live stream. Everybody, you know, all the prop firms wanted to get their live YouTube show in ever since Top Step created Top Step TV. You know, they're all doing that now. So FFF was planning on launching their version of that, and they reached out to me to hire me as the host. And the communication was, first off, horrendous. But they would just blow me off for a while, and then they'd come back and say, no, we still want to do it, blah, blah. And eventually got to a point where Jay Dunn and I had settled on a dollar amount. He sent me a contract. I signed the contract. He reached out and told me we would start, I can't remember if it was January or February, but I think it was February, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at my text, but I could probably find it, actually. But he reached out after I signed the contract, and I was like, hey, man, when we get started, he let me know our start date. I'm going to find the actual start date. It was either January or February 1st. Yeah, he said, let's start FFF-TV on February 1st. Signed a contract, agreed on a dollar amount, all that good stuff. And so got to where I left my job at Funder Pro to go do this full time. I was hyped. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to get the trade and host this live stream for FFF full time. And from, I don't know, before that start date ever came, Danny decided to start chirping Patrick Wieland on X. And then as Patrick was just absolutely bodying him and roasting him and exposing him, Danny went into scramble mode and tried showing how profitable he was. I think basically Patrick was giving them shit as prop firm owners. Danny would go and live stream, and he would like lose a bunch of money. And so Patrick was like, this is definitely illegal. You can't own a prop firm and then get people to follow your trades and blow your accounts so they buy more accounts. Like, this is definitely illegal. So I think that was like how it like started. And Danny like got all mad. Like, I'm not giving losing trades. I've made 300K this year, blah, 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 all this shit. And so he started posting, he started going live. I think he started going live on YouTube to show everybody his like P&L and his trade history and stuff, because Patrick was like pressuring him to prove that he was actually profitable and had made 300K this year and stuff like that. And so when he went on his YouTube live to prove it and showed his like numbers, his like the expected value on his stats was like negative $300 or negative $500 or something like that. And Patrick like put in ChatGPT a screenshot of it, like, can you make $300,000 with an expected value of -3? And it was like, no, this is mathematically impossible. And then he obviously shittily photoshopped a bunch of broker statements where he had lost money and tried to make it look like he had made money. He just was terrible at it. And he did this all on live streams, all while like publicly beefing with Patrick Wieland. And you know, during this, Jay Dunn was defending him for a while until it became undefendable. And Patrick launched a lawsuit against them, and they knew that they were fucked. So Jay Dunn sold his ownership. First, they announced they thought Danny could step down from FFF and it would be all good and Patrick would go away. But so they announced Danny stepping down. Jay Dunn announced he was the sole owner and operator and CEO of FFF. And when that didn't stop Patrick, it was like another week or two later, maybe even a day or two later. I can't remember at this point, but maybe even a day or two later. But Jay Dunn sold his ownership, his portion of the ownership, to Danny's dad, and they basically moved FFF from being under their names to under Danny's dad's name, who sells like health insurance or something like that. So he has no experience in the industry whatsoever. And it was just watching this play out publicly over X. Truly was one of the most entertaining things. It was like watching someone just crash and burn in slow motion over a course of like 2 months. And my favorite tweet is the opening tweet that was in the screenshot of that montage at the end of the Tradefluencer news, is when Danny tweeted something like, man, a lot of people are gonna have to apologize to me, blah blah blah, all this stuff, like, and Jay Dunn responded to it, was like, yeah, let him know, Danny, let him know. And it aged so horribly, like so horribly. But I've never seen a tweet age more horribly than that interaction of Danny insisting that everyone's gonna apologize to him, and Jay Dunn like backing up, like, yeah, man, you tell him. And just watching Patrick just constantly go at them. I didn't really know much about Patrick before that. I had seen some like YouTube clips, and I know he had like some past issues with paper trading, but he you know, came out publicly with that and was open about that and talked about his struggles and stuff. And I actually think he's actually crushing it now. But I became like a huge fan because it was like so funny to watch it, outside of the fact that I was personally getting bent over as collateral in this scenario, right? I was like watching my opportunity of employment disintegrate before my eyes. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And I literally, this happened, and I like literally haven't had a job since. I've been like out of work since. Like, it fucked me so bad. Yeah. And so it was both amazing and terrible for me. But if you're wondering why I went so hard at Danny and Jay Dunn in this week's episode, it's because, yeah, fuck those guys. Also, they treated me horribly, to be honest with you. Like, the communication was awful. And then after it was over, like, I reached out to Jay Dunn and was like, hey, bro, like, I could use a job. I was like, I'll, edit videos for Team Bull or your personal page or whatever. Is there, like, any work that you need? Like, I'm down. I'm just, like, looking for some work. That dude just never texts me back. He's, yeah, I think Jay Dunn's one of those guys that looks like, tries to present himself as looking so good and professional and amazing on Instagram, like he's this awesome entrepreneur and stuff like that. But I think he sucks. I think he's a cornball. And I think it really showed how much of a cornball he is when he bought this new car and he won't shut the fuck up about it. Like, yeah, bro, we get it. I know everybody in the comments like, you're just a hater. Only broke boys would be hating from below. It's like, no, dude, I have like personal interactions in business with you and you fucking suck. Sorry, but like, I'm just gonna tell it like it is. I'm sick of just like keeping this in. I'm just fucking venting right now. Anywho, so hey, today's live stream has kind of been like a therapy session for me. I have gotten a lot off my chest. I really have. Whew. Yeah, so, oh man, I ran out of time. I had some parody ads and commercials that I wanted to make for today's episode, that I didn't get a chance to put together. By the way, if you've looked at Coinbase, I'm scared to look at the options pricing because, man, did I paper hand that bitch. I gotta look at it just so I know. Oh my gosh. They're at $8. They're at $8. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have looked. The Coinbase 335 contracts just hit $8. I got in at 273. Oh my, yeah. Oh, bro, I'm glad you feel that way because I would like to do them all the time. I just, yeah, I gotta find out a way to make some money off them. Unfortunately, I wish that was not the case. But yeah, man. I did. Well, okay. I did make. All right. We're gonna send it out. I did make one ad. It's not as good as the other one I didn't make, but I did have one ad. So we do have to take a quick break. For a word from our sponsors. One of our sponsors of Risk Life News Live has an announcement. So we're gonna send out to them, and then we will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Music.
All right, listen up, you degenerates. It's your fearless leader, Davey Day Trader Global, founder, owner, emperor, El Presidente of Barstool Sports. Now, I've made some questionable investments in my life. Penn stock, my crypto bag, that time I thought Safe Moon was going to the moon. Spoiler alert, it didn't even make it out of the driveway. But this one's bigger than me hitting a 12-team parlay on a Tuesday night MAC game. I'm officially announcing a historic partnership. Barstool Sports is teaming up with Risk Life News. That's right, the only media company dumber than us. Because instead of gambling on games, these lunatics gamble on the stock market with something called day trading. Have you ever seen it? It's like sports betting, but with way more math and way less fun. But here's the thing. Gambling and trading are the exact same disease. One guy's screaming at a slot machine in Atlantic City. The other guy's screaming at a candlestick chart of Tesla stock. Both are crying into their laptop by 2 p.m. And we, Barstool, know degeneracy when we see it. Risk Life News is run by a guy who literally reports on other traders the way TMZ reports on the Kardashians. He calls them Tradefluencers. You can't make that up. It's Wall Street meets the WWE, and I said, yes, sign this guy. He's either going to make us $1 billion or bankrupt us faster than my DraftKings account. Either way, content, baby. Now picture this. Risk Life News live from the Barstool Sportsbook. I'm pounding over-unders. He's shorting Apple. I'm yelling at the Patriots for missing a game-winning field goal. He's yelling at Jerome Powell for raising rates. Together, that's the Super Bowl of financial irresponsibility. We're merging the two greatest American pastimes, gambling away your paycheck on sports and gambling away your kid's college fund on meme stocks. That's synergy. That's patriotism. That's Barstool. So buckle up, Stolies, because from now on, every time you parlay the Jets money line with a Travis Kelce touchdown, you're also getting live updates on whether Tyler from Risk Life News just blew up his futures trading account. Entertainment. Final note, if you lose money, it's your fault. If we make money, I'm a genius. If we lose money, also your fault. That's the contract. Viva la Stole, viva la Risk Life, baby.
Music.
Oh, wow. I hope Dave is feeling all right. It sounded like maybe he's got a cold, little something in his throat. Hope that's his voice. Oh my gosh, I just looked at Coinbase. Wow. That part when he said crying in your laptop by 2 p.m., I'm about to do that. Not. $9.30 a contract. $930 a contract. $930 a contract. I was in at 273. Anywho, yeah, I hope Dave's feeling all right. His voice sounded a little off, there's something in his throat, maybe he's catching a cold. I don't know. That Nantucket air. I hear there's a lot of pollen in the Hamptons this time of year. All right. Obviously, I didn't get a partnership with Barstool Sports. It's called manifesting. You ever heard of it? All right, you know, just fucking manifesting over here. But I, you know what, Dave? Anybody from Barstool? I think we'd make a great team. I think I would be a great addition to the Barstool Sports content engine. Also, I heard you say that basically the only other goal you have left to accomplish in life is purchasing a sports team. Professional sports team. So I just want to say, I don't know if you saw the earlier segment, Tradefluencer news segment, but if you saw it, you would see that TJR and Alex G are loaning degenerate gamblers like Togi and Steve Will Do It hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you know why? Because of prop firms, baby. Dave, you don't know anything about the prop firm industry. I heard you say you would need to find some sort of new idea that's worth billions. Well, the prop firm industry is Coinbase. If you don't fucking stop going up, the prop firm industry is, it's got to be, we're going to ask ChatGPT. Hey, how much is the retail prop firm trading industry valued at and expected to be valued at over the next 5 to 10 years? Currently, $20 billion. 10 years from now, 50 to 70 billion. There you go. So Dave, you did Davey Day Trader. You did Davey Day Trader, right? You're familiar with the jam. But what you didn't know about, Dave, is that you can pay a small fee to trade on simulated funds and get funded. And like you and me and most of us, we suck at it, but we'll keep doing it. And imagine if Barstool started inking partnerships with these prop firms that are making millions and millions of dollars. The amount of sponsorship money we'd bring in, the affiliate commissions we could make, David. Oh my goodness gracious. Listen, Risk Life News is who you need to bring on board if you want to buy a sports team. Also, I heard you're not a big hockey guy, but it's probably the most likely sport that you could afford to buy a team in. And I am a big hockey guy. Big hockey guy here. So, it meshes. It works. I know you guys tried a financial page before, Barstool Finance, and it didn't do well. But that dude sucked, all right? He just posted basic memes that weren't all that great, all right? He didn't do this 2.5 hour... How long has it been? 2 hour... He didn't do this 2 hour... production live stream as a one-man team. By the way, a one-man team. I have zero help in this, zero, except for my wife, while she takes care of the house and watches the kids as I sit up here and yell at you guys. I like it. Manifest it. Barstool calling soon. We're manifesting. We are manifesting. Everybody tag Dave and Barstool. We are manifesting. See that, Dave? 5 to 10 years, 50 billion. Hey, let's go. If he did, would you come back? Would that get you back off of black ice? Guys, I'm gonna look at these Coinbase contracts again. It just made another new high. $985. $985 a contract. Oh, I would have been at $700 a con. $700 profit a contract. You know how badly I could have used $2,100? You paper-handed little bitch. Greatest team of all time. I agree, of course. We were just short-manned. If we had more than 7 guys on the roster, we would have been golden. What time is it? 11. 11 o'clock. Oh boy. Oh boy. 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 Did I play all my pre-recorded segments? I think I did. We had an impromptu personal trading news segment. Yeah, we checked all the boxes, man. We checked all the boxes. Oh. Index is seeing a little pullback. It's healthy. A little healthy pullback here. It's wild how much of the stock market's value is in just a few names, man. You know what name I haven't looked at today is Tesla. Tesla's been ripping as of late, and I didn't even look at it today. What a dumbass. She's continuing to rip, baby. Actually, I don't know. When you look at the intraday chart, why is the... Oh, did we get a gap? Alright, it's actually not up that much. It's only up. Almost up 1%. Alright. Alright, so it's holding its strength. It's holding its strength. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Doo-doom. 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 Curious if, I was very curious to see if, I would get any hate from Jadon or Danny. Thought maybe I'd get a text from Jadon. He can't text me back to save his life, but I thought maybe he'd get text. But fortunately, actually, I don't know. I wouldn't give two shits if he did. Hopefully, more people end up watching this, and he'll feel obligated to say something. Also, another person we can put a little public pressure on. PW, I asked him. I said, "Hey, dude, I want to come to the BDH and I want to interview you." The only other interview I ever did was with Rake in California, where we drank a bottle of tequila and got all turned up and got a little wild. But I think I could. I'd come prepared. I think I could knock an interview out of the park with PW, and I think it would be fun to get, like, he hasn't done any of the podcasts. Like, he hasn't done like Riz or any of the other trading podcasts. I know he's on YouTube Live every day, but I think it would be fun to hear him talk just like candidly and interview him, and I think there'd be a lot to talk about. I would love to talk about the takedown of FFF. It got so bad, like, Danny was swatting his house. Like, he was like calling in the FBI. He was like doxing him. He was calling out his family members and like threatening them. He was getting, that dude's wild. One of my other favorite tweets that he had was back when Danny traded with Top Step. He was one of the first people on Top Step TV, and he's like doing an interview. And he said when he was 15, he was so bad that his parents kicked him out of the house and sent him to a mental facility, or like a behavioral therapy facility, for 3 months, where it was like him and a bunch of people with mental illness. PW screen recorded it and posted it. It was like, Danny's so retarded, his parents sent him to I forget what he said, but oh, that was another funny tweet. There's so many funny tweets. If you go through, it starts at like December of last year. I was looking through them last night. I was watching it in real time, but if you go back to December of last year, it's hilarious. You can just scroll through and it's just like nonstop. Check out my guy EOC, been ripping recently. Oh, that's ticker. Okay. First, I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, baby, rip. That's a strong ass weekly chart, bro. Oh, you know what? I've seen a couple other energy names. I've seen some news around the mining of uranium for, I don't know. I didn't get really into it. There's this guy's name's Chad Trades. I met him through like the rake trades group. Just follow him on social media. He scalps the shit out of the SPY. But he's like, he invests in Crunch Fitness. I think he owns a bunch of Crunch Fitness gyms across the country, and he lives in Florida, and he just bought like a big ass piece of property, and he's been posting some stories. He's heavily invested in some energy names that are absolutely ripping off of this uranium mining news. I wonder if I just see EOS Energy Enterprises. I wonder if they're in on this too. And it's only okay. So this is like a small cap stock, I believe. So this is only $8.51, but it's ripping. We gotta put this bad boy on watch. I've never really traded small caps. Oh, it says Nasdaq. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on this bad boy. We're gonna add this to the watch list. Oh, I can't do it on this view. It's popped out, I don't think, but I'm gonna add this to the watch list for sure. Heck yeah, dude. So you've been day trading this bad boy? See what the option chain looks like. Yeah, see the problem. So let's go. All right, so this is little options to throw. So trading options on this. Oh, I guess never mind. They're not that bad. Well, okay. So just, I'm looking at the spreads. So like the oh, okay. I'm like, where are the strike prices? I'm an idiot. All right, so like the $9 strike. The spread's like not bad. It's only 4 cents to 7 cents. But then if you go like the 850 strike, the spread's pretty brutal from like 6 to 20. And the $8 strike, it's brutal from 4 to 53. But you can work out in your favor, I guess, if it works. I would agree. I think it's probably hard to trade options on a name like this, just because it probably has super low options volume. Like when the spreads are that wild or that like different. Like look at the spread on the 650 calls. 16 cents to $1.89. That spread's crazy. But yeah, like I think it could be hard to find liquidity on the options, but as a small cap name at 8, you could obviously trade shares of that. I just knew you had been looking into options, so I didn't know if you tried trading options of this name or not. But yeah, that's probably a name and you're better off trading shares on. Are you holding some shares like longer term? Do you have some shares at a good price? Like yeah, dude, this thing was 61 cents. I guess I'm looking at the weekly chart, so that was a while ago. But still, this thing was $1.95. Like that's November 24. Yeah, she's been on a tear. This would have been a nice pullback to buy into. Well, I feel good. I feel good. We had a nice winner on. Oh no, hold on. I feel kind of good because I just looked at Coinbase. Making new highs again. All right, I'm gonna look one more time before I sign off and go cry myself to sleep. $13.75. $13.75. $13.75. The 335 strike. $13.75. You paper-handed son of a bitch, you fucking pussy. $13.75. Oh my gosh. From 275 to 13.75. These are over $10 in the money now. Over $10 in the money. This was our. Let me go to the 2 minute. Oh my gosh! Look at that chart. Why don't you don't zoom in? Oh, that's painful. Look at this fucking chart. My entry was right here. Right here. Oh my gosh. I could have swung until tomorrow. I had no real reason. There was no pullback. There was no reason. I had no logical reason to close this trade. It didn't even pull back. It didn't even pull back. It didn't even pull back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm depressed. I had a good trading day on both futures and options, and wow. I don't know what percent that is. I don't know what $275 to $1,375. I don't know what percentage gain that is. But I'd imagine it's a significant number. Bunch of shares at 462 on the. All right, nice. Good for you. Good for you. Here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. This is normally what I'm good at. What I'm bad at is actually hitting the sell button and closing and accepting my profit, the amount of profit I'm making. But on stream, you wanna look good, I guess. I don't know. And so you manage things a little bit differently. I don't know. We gotta hit the links, maybe. Maybe we gotta hit the golf course. Gotta hit the golf course today. Nate and Tori are getting in this afternoon though, so I don't know if I can do it today, but let's go golfing. Yeah, no, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. I did not hold that well. But hey, if you're going back to the, our little rant on my personal trading news segment where talked about taking the account that had $2,000, only $500 worth of buying power up to $20K. That's how you do. This is how you could do it with options. This is how. No, we were talking about it at the bar a couple weeks ago, and I said options can make crazy moves. Like this is like, yeah, this is a crazy move. This is a great move. This isn't like all that out of the ordinary when you get a good looking name that's been consolidating on the daily chart for a while, and it's ready to break out of its consolidation. Like I've traded in options before that have gone 3,000%. Like this, you can find names that are gonna do this, and you can buy contracts at $275, and it can go to $1,375. Wow. Oh well. Right. Listen. All right. We're over it. We're not even remotely over it. I'm lying, but we're manifesting. Barstool Sports. They're gonna hire me. Barstool Sports. Dave Portnoy loves me. Yeah, I know. I don't know what kind of. I want to bring you. Listen, let's go. If we can start generating some more money out of this bitch, I want to put you here beside me as my show producer. We can just degen options and live stream and create episodes. We need some investor funds. I wish I was as shameless as Togi and Steve will do it. Like, to have such little shame that you could just text your homie and be like, yo, man, can I get 20K? Can I get 50K? Can I get 100K? Like, I would never text somebody that. But I'm about to text Rake that right freaking now. Oh, man. All right, manifesting. All right, I'm going to sign off. This was fun. The goal for right now is I'm going to try to continue to do these once a week with the pre-recorded market news, Tradefluencer news segments, and mix it in with the live trade desk. Yeah, I don't even know anyone with that bread. Yeah, I do, but I don't know. I because of my lack of bread is why I didn't go to the New York meetup. And I don't think he probably actually cares all that much, but in my head, I'm like, he's mad at me. I could never ask him for that. I saw him post yesterday when he made $41,000. He was giving it to his mom, and I was like, damn, I wish my name was Loretta. Anywho, we are manifesting. It's all good things. It's all good. It's all up here. It's all uphill. All good. All good. All up here. All right, yeah. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna sign off. Anybody who tunes in, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out, everybody. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out.